Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome from Calicut Management Association.
May I now request the President and Secretary of the Calicut Management Association to escort the Chief Guest onto the dais.
This 15th Annual Management Convention is hereby called to order. Silent prayer. Please stand up. Thank you.
Chairman of the Annual Management Convention, Sri C.P. Mohandas, will welcome the gathering.
President of Calicut Management Association, Sri Roshan Kainadi, Chief Guest, who has readily consented to inaugurate this convention, Dr. Abdul Salam, Vice Chancellor, Calicut University, CMA Secretary, Sri K.P. Ashik, Vice President, Sri P.K. Narayanan, Management Convention, Vice Chairman, Sri P. Sagar, Treasurer, Sri C.P. Satish Kumar, other dignitaries, on and off the dais, managers of various business organizations, entrepreneurs, management experts, professionals, faculty members, colleagues from the banking fraternity, representatives from various organizations, students of management institutions, past presidents and members of CMA, sponsors and well-wishers, members from the media, press, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. The recent deep recession of the 21st century has seen the resilient Indian economy withstanding the tremors of economic turmoil that shook most of the countries in the world. Even though the signs of recession are still visible in the West, Indian economy has shown several positive signs of regaining the near double-digit growth, with the countries maintaining for quite some time now. The lessons that can be learned from the recession that is now behind us are highly relevant for the state of Kerala, which traditionally is least insulated from the global economic changes thanks to huge NRI remittances of rupees 48,000 crores during the financial year 2010-11 and rupees about 60,000 crores during the current financial year. Last year's theme was Decade of Economic Resurgence Ahead, and now when the country is gearing up for a resurgent growth, Calicut Management Association has chosen the theme Contribution to Nation Building by igniting the passion to excel for the 15th Annual Management Convention. This mega annual management event re-emphasizes the theme that brings the challenges to the forefront in nation building and ignite the passion to excel. Man, with his abundant capacity to achieve excellence in any field, inspires a society at large. Excellence does not have an end in itself. CMA finds an exception to this perception. The pursuit of excellence is the quest towards perfection. As a change from the past conventional ways, with the intention to give more focus on experience and expertise, this year's convention, as a change from the past conventional ways with the intention to give more focus on experience and expertise, this year's convention, we are segregated into 4 sessions on day 1 and 4 sessions on day 2, the schedule of which is readily available to you. We are pleased to present the speakers of high caliber and acceptance from various walks of life. Each one is expected to spend a couple of hours with us, explaining to us how they have come successful in life and the message they wish to convey to the august audience, which we have named My Life, My Message. The 2 days convention is inaugurated by an expert academician, Dr. Abdul Salam, Vice Chancellor, Calicut University. Hailing from Koilon and born in a farmer's family, Dr. Salam is basically an agricultural scientist, specialized in the area of agronomy. He has authored 12 books to benefit the farmers, extension workers, and scientists. Having their dates and time has no comparison. I'm sure he is much relieved today, a person today, as his dreams have come true. With great pleasure, may I welcome Sri Roshan Kainadi, President. Please give him a grand applause. We have with us another educationist and thinker who incidentally is also the Secretary of CMA, Mr. Ashik KP. We are extremely delighted that he is nominated to the Curriculum Committee of the Kerala State Government, which deserves an applause. May I welcome Sri Ashik KP to this convention. We have with us former General Manager DIC, Mr. P.K. Narayan, who is very much concerned with the development of small industries of Malabar, an expert in organizing seminars and educating new entrants to industrial activity. May I welcome Sri P.K. Narayan, Vice President, to this convention. We also have with us the Senior Project Consultant, Sri P. Sagar, having wide experience in establishing and guiding new projects in India and abroad. His expertise has come in handy for this convention. May I welcome Sri P. Sagar, Vice Chairman, to this convention. CMA is very particular that its finance and accounts are to be dealt with by experts, preferably by a chartered accountant. We are very comfortable with Sri Satish Kumar, our treasurer, for maintaining our accounts hassle-free. Mr. Satish Kumar, you are welcome. We are very much indebted to our former president, Dr. V.K. Menon. He is the guide and philosopher of CMA. His blessings is our strength. He is expected to attend the convention perhaps tomorrow. May I welcome Dr. V.K. Menon in absentia. I also welcome past President we are expecting Mr. P.K. Ahmed here, Chairman of the giant industrial P.K. Group. He is also the past President of CMA. I also welcome Professor Saji Gopinath. He is also expected very shortly. Of course, Dr. P. Mohan, Professor Philip Anthony, and our vibrant leader, Sri P. Shakir, to this auspicious occasion. We have very serious CMA Management Committee members who have toiled hard day in and day out to make this convention a reality. Each and every one of them has extended their best of support, physically, morally, and dutifully, to be part of the various committees of the convention. I welcome each one of the Management Committee members to this august function. Any convention cannot succeed without the ardent support of sponsors. I take pride in welcoming our principal sponsor, Messrs. Malabar Gold and Malabar Builders. True to their punchline, beauty meets quality. They are identified with any development of Kerala. May I welcome the Malabar Group team members to this auspicious occasion. We do acknowledge the support of Ms. P.K. Group of companies headed by our jubilant and enthusiastic Mr. P.K. Ahmed. May I welcome members of the P.K. Group also to this convention. I do acknowledge the support of Messrs. Patterson's group of companies headed by the most prominent and youthful Chairman, Sri M.K. Muhammad Ali, and M.K. Khalid and their team. May I welcome Messrs. Muhammad Ali and company to this auspicious occasion. I also acknowledge the support of Messrs. Apollo Group, dealing with their chairman, Mr. Musa Haji. We feel that they are for us forever. Their presence is marked by the presence of Mr. Sabir Hussain, their manager, marketing. May I welcome Apollo Group team to this auspicious gathering. The director of Mr. Highlight Builders, Sulaiman and Mahbub, are also expected to be with us. May I welcome them to this function. We are grateful to Mr. Arun Kumar and Mr. Anwar Sadat, directors of Landmark Builders, who are busy designing landmarks in Calicut city. May I welcome Mr. Arun Kumar and Mr. Anwar Sadat to this auspicious function. We have Mr. Ramesh Paleri of Cyber Park, who has created history recently by establishing the first IT park in the cooperative sector. May I welcome Mr. Ramesh Paleri and his team to this august gathering. I also do welcome team from Milma as well as this TBS publishers. I also welcome Sri Rajendra Nath, Chairman of Nath Construction, one of the leading contractors of Malabar. Mr. Ji, I do welcome you to this meeting. I also welcome Mr. P.Q. Solfikar, our supporters, Mr. P.K. Kamadagutti, Mr. P.T. Srinivasan, Chairman of PTS Hotel, the upcoming hotel in the bypass, and Mr. K.M. Abdul, Chief of Royal Cartons, Royal Group of Companies, Mr. Srinivasan Nair of Ajanta Constructions. I also welcome colleagues from the banking fraternity, especially delegates from Punjab National Bank. They have come in large numbers. Thank you, madam, for bringing everybody along with you, and from State Bank of India and PNB, Canara Bank, who have helped this venture. I also welcome delegates from the VKC Group and Mr. K.T. Joseph of Beach Hotel. I also recognize the presence of the famous artist, Sri Francis Kodankandat and his family, who is responsible for this beautiful Malabar touch stage. May I welcome Sri Francis Kodankandat and his family. We will be honoring him during the course of this seminar. I take the opportunity to welcome our distinguished speakers who are expected to see. As I have already told you, sessions, you have the catalog with you. Sessions have been divided into, and 4 sessions in the first day, 4 sessions in the second day, so they will be following. Chris Gopalakrishnan, co-chairman, Infosys, Mr. Shyam Srinivasan, MD and CEO, Federal Bank, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Member of Parliament, Mr. K.M. Chandrasekharan, Vice Chairman, Kerala Government Planning Commission, and Professor Debashish Chatterjee, Director, IMK, Mr. Jose Dominic, MD, CGS Earth, and Dr. P.B. Salim, District Collector. I also welcome other dignitaries on and off the dais, managers of various business organizations, entrepreneurs, management experts, professionals, faculty members, colleagues from the banking fraternity, representatives from various organizations, members of CMA, sponsors and well-wishers, students of management institutions, members from the media, press, ladies and gentlemen, to this auspicious convention. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now I would like to welcome Mr. Roshan Kainadi, the President of Calicut Management Association, for the presidential address.
Chief guest, Dr. M. Abdul Salam, Vice Chancellor of Calicut University, Chairman of 15th Annual Management Convention, Mr. Mohan Das, Vice Chairman, Mr. Sagar, Secretary of Calicut Management Association, Mr. Ashik, Vice Chairman of this 15th Management Convention, Mr. Narayanan, Past Presidents of Calicut Management Association, Mr. Zakir, Dr. Mohan, National Award-winning artist, Francis Kodankandat, sponsors of our program, Mr. Ahmad, Mr. Rajendranath, directors of Landmark Group, other dignitaries on and off the dais, members of the media and press, invited guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank God Almighty for making this great event happen. Under the able leadership of Mr. Mohan Das, our team at CMA had been working for the last 6 months to make this happen. At the beginning itself, we decided that we never wanted an ordinary convention. We wanted some of the best leaders of this country to address this convention. And we worked towards that under his able leadership. And I think we need to congratulate him for making this happen. CMA was formed in the year 1996. CMA is an affiliate of All India Management Association. As some of you would know, All India Management Association is the organization which conducts the MAT exam. Initially, CMA was working for the development of Calicut and Malabar. Particularly, CMA's contribution has come in the last few years, particularly in the field of tourism and IT development in Malabar. On 5th of July 2011, the new team of office bearers took office. About 6 months before taking office, our team had started working on the various plans and projects that we wanted to do for the year. After so much of deliberations, we decided that the theme for the current year would be contributing to nation building by igniting the passion to excel. We also decided that all the projects and programs that we do during the year would be in line with this theme. One of the first projects that we took up, in fact, it's the work for that started much before taking office. One of the first projects that we took up was the project to organize a leadership workshop for the ministers of Kerala in association with IEM Kozhikode. We started working for that from December 2010 onwards. First, we approached IEM Director, Dr. Debashish Chatterjee, requesting him to organize such a program. He said, if you can ensure that all these ministers come to IEM as students, not as ministers, then we are ready to do the program. That was the challenge that we were given. We first approached Sri Umman Chandi in the month of January 2011. First time when he approached him, he started laughing because he said, now I am only an opposition leader. The election has to be announced. I have to win. UDF has to get a majority. UDF has to select me as a leader. And only after that I can think of organizing or getting into such a program. But why is it that you are approaching so much in advance? But again, that was the whole objective behind our working towards that. We wanted to prepare the entire environment towards that. But finally, this project took shape, and 18th of August, all the ministers except T.M. Jacob attended, 19 ministers of Kerala attended this program at IEM Kozhikode. It was first time in the history of this country that the entire ministry of a state attending a program at an institute like IEM. With that program, CMA became an organization working for the development of the whole of Kerala. To take this forward, we created a Facebook group called Kerala Peace, Prosperity and Progress. The objective of this was to bring like-minded people who wanted to see peace, prosperity and progress coming to Kerala, to join together and to work from a common platform. Another project that we envisioned at that point of time was a project called My Life, My Message by 30 successful people from various walks of life. People who have succeeded in their chosen field due to their passion to excel. This series of talk was started by none other than Kochausep Chitlapalli. We have so far completed 12 talks in this series, and what you are about to hear today are the talks of leaders from the same series, but leaders who are known nationally, not confined to Kerala, not confined to Malabar, leaders who have reputation beyond the confines of Malabar, beyond the confines of Kerala, who are known on a national level, even on a global platform. To take this forward further, we started uploading the videos of these talks on YouTube and Facebook. A lot of youngsters started seeing these talks and started getting inspired. Our objective was to take these talks beyond the confines of this auditorium, beyond the confines of our meeting halls. We wanted youngsters to see these talks and to get inspired. Seeing the overwhelming response of My Life, My Message, we decided that even the convention should go under the same theme. That way, we could contribute to nation building by igniting the passion to excel among the youth of this country. During this convention, we'll get to hear 6 leaders of international repute speaking to us about My Life, My Message. I'm sure every young Indian would aspire to see these talks on the net. This way, Calicut Management Association will transform itself from an organization which had footprints across Calicut, across Malabar, to Kerala and to the entire country as a whole, inspiring the youth of this country to achieve professional excellence and to excel in their chosen field. Before I conclude, let me once again thank God Almighty for making this program happen. There are many sitting in this room whom I would want to thank personally for making this happen. I am not naming them, but my personal thanks to each one of you who have contributed in making this program happen. Now we are about to witness the formal inauguration of the 15th Annual Management Convention by Dr. M. Abdul Salam, Vice Chancellor of Calicut University. Sir, I request you to do the honors.
Most respected President, Calicut Management Association, Shri Roshan Kainadi, Shri C. Mohandas, Chairman, Annual Management Convention, Shri Anil Kumar, other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, management fraternity, and friends. Indeed, with great pleasure, I stand before you to inaugurate this function and also to share a few of my thoughts with all of you. As you know, I am an agricultural scientist. You are all mostly management specialists. When I analyze this situation, I realized that we have something in common. In my own profession, my specialization is agronomy. I am sure most of the people may not be knowing what exactly this word agronomy. It is nothing but management. When you deal with other resources, maybe human resource, I will be dealing with the natural resources, taking advantage of the natural resources, again to exploit them to the advantage of human being. Here the subject is crop soil, water, nutrients, solar energy, triggering the wonder phenomena, the reaction of the wonder phenomena, what we call photosynthesis, enhance the photosynthetic rate, generate economic product to achieve food security to the billions of the planet. So there again management. And I'm sure you're also dealing with management. I remember the earlier days of my teaching when I was asked to take the course on crop production and management. I started analyzing what is this crop definition. Then I went to the production definition. Then I went to the management, I remember. I remember the definition which I acquired from the dictionary. Management. You are going to effect some control over something. What is that something? Over resources. Then I just searched what are these resources. Can be mainly the natural resources and the resources. For me, the resources are primarily, as I said, in terms of soil as a resource, water as a resource, nutrient as a resource, biodiversity as a resource, solar energy as a resource, human being as a resource. So all these are resources. And you and I are concentrated in managing these resources to the advantage of humanity. When I was surprisingly announced over TV that I am appointed as the Vice Chancellor of Calicut University with a lot of dismay, I was just wondering what should be my role in this Calicut University. As Vice Chancellor, I was seeing some of the captions here, my life, my message. I was also looking back, my life. I remember all my life with tyranny, with sufferings, with hard work, with stress, physical, mental, biotic, abiotic, peer group, stress. That was my life. Then with that background, I tell you, if you are passing through such stress, we call them as tolerant species, maybe biotolerant or abiotic tolerant. Such species will be capable of surviving in adverse environments. I was also transplanted from a relatively less stressed environment to a much stressed, multi-stressed environment, to be specific, the Calicut University. Now the university, as you all know, is the largest university of the state, holding 40% of the state area, 5 districts, 348 affiliated colleges, over 8,000 staff in colleges, faculty members in colleges, about 235 professors in the university, 300,000 students in the affiliated colleges, 30,000 postgraduate students. We have blessings. At the campus I am the biggest landlord here, Vice Chancellor Calicut University, nearly 600 acres of land. Now land resource huge, manpower resource huge.
That's only builders are sitting here.
Yes. Again, water resource. We have abundance, but have lot of water, but may not be available all the time. Power, yes, we have problem. Power. Manpower we have, yes. Intelligence, yes. Abilities, yes. Expertise, yes. What is lacking in this environment? I am sure, I was saying in the past few days, quoting from our Deputy Chairman Planning Commission, then one paper, Hindu, again repeated by Shashi Tharoor. They were also saying the same thing. What is lacking? Mindset change. We are not prepared to work in our place. Our mindset is different in this environment. But when we are transplanted out of this environment, we change much. In agronomy, when I teach my people, we say any biomass production, any growth, any development, any product of this development process, the product is a function of 2 basic factors. One is the genetic factor. The second one is the environmental factor. What is this genetic factor? I always explain in terms of seed. You and I have a basic genetic factor. That is inherited factor, chromosome linked factor, which you and I cannot change. But the second one is the E. What is the E? The environmental factor. You have the best seed that can give you 10 tons of yield. But if you put it in a bad environment, it will give you less, maybe 2 tons or less than that. So as a manager, what I used to do, I am expected to create an environment when the 10-ton potential seed is capable of pushing up from 2 ton to 3 ton to 4 up to 10. Then we reach the ceiling. This is where the manager plays. You and I, as managers, we are trying to take advantage of the maximum efficiency from the system by creating best environment, utilizing your expertise, your wisdom, your manager capability to take the best advantage. But still, we fail here. I believe the mindset problem is something very much affecting the growth and development of our area. The other day, I got an opportunity to talk or meet and talk and spend some time with famous agricultural scientist, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, twice, once at Chennai, last month again at Kottakkal. I am anxious, I tell you. Today, I am just completing 176 days as Vice Chancellor of Calicut University. All these days, my dreams, I tell you all the time about Calicut University and its development. I was very much committed to make a change in the Calicut University, at least at a slow pace. We are struggling and struggling. In that context, I wanted to make a balanced growth, again a change, in terms of infrastructure change, education, research, the sports, games, total balanced, covering all gamut of change. The other day, I was attending the Manorama, what is that, Porkalam or so? Natukutam, something, yes. I remember. I tell you, my dear friends, I have the confidence now that at Calicut University, it is not difficult to create a Harvard. It is not difficult to create a Wisconsin. It is not created the best university in Calicut University. I am 100% confident. But I don't find anything lacking. But what is lacking? One, the mindset. Number two, people's lack of vision, lack of confidence. They don't have the confidence. Yes, I say now, with all my exposure to external environment and all the wisdom and experience I gain, I am sure it is possible to create a major change on par with any other best institute in the world. But we people have a different sort of mindset. The interaction, when it comes down, it is coming to a negatively. It is not coming positive. Who is responsible? You are responsible. I am responsible. We are all responsible. Our environment is responsible. Again, yes, let me talk about that M.S. Swaminathan experience. I asked, sir, I got an opportunity to stand closer to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan only after becoming Vice Chancellor. He is such a tall person. I asked him, sir, can you please guide me as to what area I should push through in my university development? Now, he majorly said, in research French, he said, do you have an environment department? I said, no. We have a theoretically started environment without anything. And then he said, I don't want you to start an environment department. You go with a department of green economy. I have heard of this green economy in many occasions. Suddenly Dr. Swaminathan was defining to me, what is this green economy? He was suddenly, yes, augmentation of economic growth without impairing the environment. Then he is suggesting the component. You take the domain of food security, you take the domain of water security, you take the domain of energy security, put together all and start working. Then your research should be such a way that augment growth one way, sustain environment, maintain good water, good soil, good environment, maintain the biodiversity. That was one. I was enthralled. immediately I started taking action. But the problem is I don't have adequate expertise around me to develop a good project, to tap money. The 12th plan under UGC is accounting huge money, huge lot of money. But we should have capabilities, expertise to develop projects, go to Delhi, lobby for that, bring money, execute it, spend money. Today I realize that bringing money is not a problem. You can bring money from Delhi or Trivandrum, from EAPs or external, yes. But the problem is, spending the money in our environment. Our administrative structure. 2 days back I was at Trivandrum for a VC's conference. I told the big bosses there, I have inherited an administrative rules and regulations in the university which is 43-year-old. So even for buying 500 rupee material, I should go with quotations and all that process. So even if you get money, you cannot spend the money. So what is needed? The need of the hour is a system change at every dimension, a mindset change. And again, I believe, I was just wondering today how this management, Calicut Management Association is going to do the job here. Time, very, very important. I consider it as the most important resource. Today first time I am seeing the CMA was sticking to the time. It is a very good thing. I was invited by many people as Vice Chancellor. I remember I have an itinerary, not an itinerary, but diary prepared, consolidated diary prepared by my private secretary. It should say, today is your 106 days. How many meetings, inaugurations you have attended, how many interviews you have done, like that. I think yesterday I searched, I have attended some 66 or 67 meetings like this. In all these meetings, I will say, I will come at 10 o'clock. If you ask me at what time, I will go exactly at 5 minutes earlier. But the meeting starts at half an hour or 1 hour. If it is a political related meeting, yes, my day is over. I have certificates waiting there. I have files waiting there. But we are not capable of, I don't know, somehow we are born in a system where we have no respect to time. In one meeting I told, if I am leaving this meeting at 10:30, I will not be responsible. Because, they have asked somebody to go for a welcome speech. The welcome speech will start from A to Z. The first person will start from here and end up with here. Again, the second person will start from first to second. Unknowingly or knowingly, all this gives me, I'm sure to you also, irritation. These are, issues which we can avoid. We can have a message right from the schools. Why not we teach our students right from the schools the importance of timekeeping? These are, such people, you and I, when we are just moving to crossing the boundary of the nation, landing to another nation, we are perfectly all right. We can stick to the time. Our mindset is different. We are disciplined. So we have an environmental problem. So I was talking all these things in the context of the central term, central keyword, management. We have a G, we have a E. The G potentially is rated to be the best, the intelligence, the chromosomal capability. So the phenotype, look at the phenotype of the people of Kerala. You look at the phenotype of the personality, look at even the simple personality of the people of this region versus the people of the other regions. I think we maintain the best personality, best outward, look, intelligence, everything, but we lack something. Even the management principles we fail. The same management principle apply well in other environment. We have to find out why. So I'm not going much on these things. Since your people have put half an hour for me, I don't speak more than 5 minutes. Today, I don't know how come I spoke to you for more than 10 minutes. I don't want to stand before you anymore. I must thank the organizers for inviting me to this function. With all blessings, with all prayers to the God, I declare this Calicut Management Association 15th Annual Management Convention inaugurated. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I request Secretary of Calicut Management Association, Mr. Ashik KP, to propose the vote of thanks.
President of CMA, distinguished guests, Vice Chancellor of Calicut University, Dr. Abdul Salam, distinguished guests on and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure to me to thank you all for your keen interest and support, showing the variety of activities of Calicut Management Association. It's my privilege to thank the most respectful guest of the inaugural ceremony, the visionary leader of the University of Dr. Abdul Salam. Despite the hectic schedule, it's indeed a great honor to CMA to light the lamp of the annual management convention. On behalf of CMA, I express our sincere gratitude and thanks to you, sir. I also thank the chairman of the convention, Mr. C.P. Mohandas, President of CMA, Roshan Kainadi, Vice President, Mr. P.K. Narayan, Mr. P. Zakir, Past President Dr. Mohan, P. Zakir, and all the sponsors and distinguished guests in this gathering. Thank you very much.
The Calicut Management Association would like to present a token of love and appreciation to our chief guest. May I request the President to kindly hand over this token of love and affection.
This is a painting by National Award-winning artist Francis Kodangandat. Just to inform you, Mr. Francis Kodangandat has offered to gift a painting to all the speakers who are participating in our My Life, My Message series during the course of the year. And a gift from Francis Kodangandat to Mr. Abdul Salam. Just a gentle reminder, see today our next session would be by Chris Balakrishnan, and that is at 11 o'clock sharp we'll start the session, and the one after that at 2 o'clock after lunch will start exactly at 2. That will be Mr. Shyam Srinivasan, MD and CEO of Federal Bank, and at 4 o'clock sharp we'll have Dr. Shashi Tharoor, a Member of Parliament, all speaking on the